Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Huh? It's a house!
Did you hear what I said?
There's mosquitoes the size of bald eagles in that dadgum swamp.
Huh?
I must be on somewhere else. Well, what's going on, freaks? Nice. Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. Hit the like button. All right. Thanks, Mag. And by the way, we had a show earlier. I said today if we get up to $500, I'll donate $500 to Abby and Libby Ballpark. Up to 500, right? So we're at what, right now, I guess if we do the 110 from earlier, we're, probably, well, I have the total somewhere else. So I'll have it on the screen, but if we get up to 500, I'll send that in, even taking the loss of the 30%. All right. So it's up to you guys. So whatever you guys send in, so what we'll do is whatever you send in up to 500, I will just send that directly into the Abby and Libby Ballpark, for them, because there's so many people raising money for Richard Allen out there. You'd figure, well, maybe we can do something for the actual victims' families, All right, so anyways, we have the, thanks K-Me and Mag, and good to see you, Mag. Haven't seen you in a long time. And then Eugenie gifted 5 memberships, so welcome to Bridget Moon, Jessica Moon. Are you guys related? I mean, how many people have the last name of Moon? Deanna, Queen of Ocean, and Amanda Jules C. And welcome, Melissa B. All right, let's just get right to the... So right here, look at this. Says, this is 29 minutes ago. On April 14th, the OSBI Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Texas County Sheriff's Department, and the Office of Oklahoma Chief Medical Examiner recovered 2 deceased persons in rural Texas County. So, both individuals will be transported to the medical examiner's office to determine identification. Well, they obviously recovered them based on what was said. We already knew yesterday that one of them confessed, and they were looking in the area, an area for them. And obviously they were recovered. We are protecting Oklahoma one partnership at a time. Thank you, Natalie from California, Donna, and Melissa B. Corey and Cole twins? I don't think so. They don't look the same to me. You're talking about these two right here? No? Gina is so full of hate. Who's that? Who are you talking about? Yeah, this is just a crazy case, By the way, this is where my wife is right here. Look at this. Like, absolutely, this is where she is right now. Look at that. right? This is what it looks like. Crazy, huh? Somewhere in that area. I mean, that's just so far away, you know. It's crazy. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I typed GMA. It autocorrected to Gina. Grandma. Oh, I see. I was like, who the hell's Gina? All right, so we'll just do. We'll go over this really quickly again. Let's see. Veronica. She lived right here, and Jillian lived right there in this town called. I guess it's called Hugoton. Hugotown, like a town named after a guy named Hugo or something. Hugoton. And Veronica right here. Here, let's get out my handy dandy, finely made org chart. Here we go. Right here. This is a good one to look at right here. So this is Veronica Butler. I guess her and a guy named Wrangler Rickman. Sounds like something right out of a movie, you know, like a ridiculous name. So you got Veronica Butler and Wrangler Rickman. Apparently they were married and had a couple kids. But through whatever it was, I don't know if she was doing drugs or whatever it was, she lost custody of the kids, and Wrangler Rickman had custody. Tiffany Adams up here is the mother of Wrangler Rickman. And there's some stuff out there where, like, she would threaten her own son about the custody of the kids, and she was just so protective, protective of keeping custody of the kids. But Veronica here had been putting steps forward to try to get more visitation, and whenever she would go visit, she would bring a person like Jillian here. There's 4 different people that she would bring with her to do the visitation. This just happened to be Jillian Kelley's day. So her death is particularly heinous. I would put that right up there with just cold-blooded, calculated. I mean, she had nothing to do with anything. At first we thought, oh, she was a good friend and the supervisor. But now it turns out that she was just one of the supervisors that were, she was scheduled to go with Veronica to meet the 2 kids, like trade them off. Tiffany Adams up here was actually taking care of the kids because Wrangler Rickman here was in a rehab facility over here at the Salvation Army in this, I think it's in Oklahoma City, right there at the Salvation Army rehab facility right there. So that's where Wrangler Rickman is. And if he has nothing to do with it, he must be just freaking out. His kids aren't killed, but it must be kind of weird for him to know that his mom did something. So they were supposed to meet right down here in 4 Corners here. So you look up here. This is where Wrangler Rickman lived with his mom, Tiffany Adams, right there. And they were going to do the drop-off right here in 4 Corners in Ava area of Oklahoma. And if you go up here and you go down to Street View, this is where Veronica lives. And you turn right there, there's a Kia, and that car right there is likely the vehicle that was found on the road that was empty. I'm just giving you that information for later as we're explaining here. So they were supposed to meet right down here, right here in 4 Corners. And when you go down to 4 Corners, you might ask yourself, as I was saying the other day, why it's called 4 Corners. But if you go down to Street View, pan around, and then zoom in, right there it says 4 Corners. And so apparently this is where the drop-off was supposed to be. But we are told they never made it there. And if you look, that road right to Four Corners, 95 right there, it goes right up to where the vehicle was found. So they were either ambushed right here and killed and then moved. We don't know if there was blood outside the car or inside the car. It could have also been that they made it to this spot right here. And that's where they were killed, or abducted or whatever, killed. And then the car was driven up here and dropped off. And they all took off in a different car. Now I heard somebody type in, this is total rumor mill stuff here, but that the kids actually were with somebody else, and all 4 of the people that were arrested are the ones that showed up and killed them. So it sounds like the grandmother might actually be physically involved in the killing. I thought maybe, a smart move would have been for her to have taken the children to Four Corners about 25 minutes before the meeting time and then drive them home, so that when they were interviewed, they'd say, yeah, we waited, but she never showed up. So then it would appear somebody else just randomly killed them. But that isn't what they did. What a bunch of idiots these people are, if that's true. All right? You got to admit, that's pretty stupid. Right, yeah. Cora's, one of the people's daughters was babysitting the kids while all 4 of these whack job barbarians right here, look at these, just look at this right here. Wow. Is that Jim or wait, no, that's Tiffany. This right here, look at this guy. Does he store hot dogs right in this little pincher area here? We've got and then we've got Cora Toombley and Cole Toombley. So look at where they live right here. Watch. So, oh yeah, and by the way, the guy with the beard, Tad Cullum up there, he lives right there. He's the boyfriend of Tiffany. And look how far they only live from each other. Let's see. That's only 8.67 miles. And then the Cora and Cole live in this place called Texoma. Apparently, right here is a property listed for them. Well, they don't have a property listed for them. I just put a pin in the town of Texoma. They have P.O. boxes. That's usually a little dicey when somebody only has P.O. boxes. Well, I do great. I didn't do... Okay, I'm just saying, man. Those are the ones where you're a little bit suspicious. Literally listed out there. I can understand if that's all you wanted to give out on social media or something, but... So what do you guys think of this? Isn't this crazy? Yeah, so Jillian Kelley here, you got to admit, that is an absolutely cold-blooded... Just think of what it was like for her. The rest, I know it was bad for Veronica too, but think about Jillian. She's just somebody doing what she's supposed to do by being the observer of the interactions between Veronica and the 2 kids, and these wackos come out and they literally kill her. Man, I hope these people get the death penalty. Mainly just for her. Both of it's bad, but this one here is particularly heinous because she did absolutely nothing. But they had to kill her because, she would know. She was with Veronica, and there's no way to keep her out of it. But they were okay with killing her. Oh man, this is going to be ridiculous. I want to see the probable cause in this one. All right, so if anybody gets that, send it right over. Okay, just get it, send it over. We'll go through it and we'll map it all out. We'll get it all really obvious for everybody to understand. And by the time you're done, you'll know exactly what happened in here. And that's the thing is, we do that on all the cases, the big ones, that have the probable cause. And that's why people on here aren't confused often on cases. We work through it, and then you actually go, oh yeah, that makes sense. Where other people, they don't want to go through that, so they can leave the ambiguity available for them to create content. All right, so today so far, we are, let's see what we're at. Hold on a second. It doesn't have the number on there, but I think we're at 160, right? We're at $160. And I said if you guys do super chats or whatever, if we get up to $500, I'll send that straight into the Abby and Libby ballpark that's being built in honor, or it's not being maintained now. It's already been built. But now it takes money to keep it going. And if you guys send that in, get us up to that, I'll send that in. But whatever you send in, I'm sending into the ballpark, but up to $500, okay? So that's it. That's what's on the screen right there, all right? And that'll get us up to $1,500 given away this month so far, and I would appreciate it. All right. So what do you guys think about this? Let me read some comments here. Hey, thanks, Georgina Stoliker. She gifted 5 memberships. There's Kathy Friedenmaker. Katie Lucas has been here for 12 months, a year. Nice. Oh, okay. Now here's the motive in this case is really obvious. Okay, so let me tell you what this is. So Veronica right here, she didn't have custody, right? However, she recently had been building up and trying to get more visitation, right? Wrangler Rickman here, the great dad that he is, he got put into a rehab facility for 6 months, and the first 30 or so days, he can't even get out of the place. So now you have this situation where Veronica's making her move, which she should try to do. I mean, she's a mom as well. Like she should have, she feels like she's getting better and better and better. And she's trying to get custody of the kids. Now, Tiffany Adams up here probably said, there's no way in hell I'm going to let Veronica Butler get those children back, because now she is basically the mother of the 2 kids because Wrangler Rickman is in a rehab facility. And so she decided the best way to keep custody is to kill Veronica and, unfortunately, the supervisor who came along. That's exactly, we knew this the first day that we covered this. This is the only theory that made sense right out of the gate. And there it is. That is going to be it. Now, these people are all they might be into doing drugs or things like that. I mean, he probably does meth. He got put into a facility. She might do meth too. If I don't know. Hey, thanks, Andrew. How are the last 3 involved? Well, this is the boyfriend of her. And these 2 people, if they're part of their drug clan, whatever you want to call it, let's say, well, they're going to do whatever Mama Tiffany wants. So they're probably in there. I mean, it's weird when you look at these people, you don't go, wow, that guy looks like a stone cold killer. She doesn't look like a killer. This guy looks like a person from the 60s, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, and this looks like Lori Daybell's sister. Let's see. It does look like Lori Daybell, for God's sake. Look at that. Lori Daybell does look like this. Holy crap, everybody. I think we've just solved that case, too. That's amazing. Holy moly. Okay, so that's going to be the motive is definitely going to be the custody issue, 100%. And there's even things out there where she's threatening her own son. So it might even be Wrangler Rickman didn't even know because he was already in the facility, and maybe he would just have gotten in the way, and he's protecting. Here's what's weird about this whole thing: it's likely going to be that Wrangler Rickman, if they can prove that he has no knowledge of this, is going to end up having custody of the kids, fulfilling the dream that Tiffany Adams had when she concocted this crazy scheme. All right, guys. You guys heard what I said. If we get up to 500, I'll send it into the Libby Nabby ballpark. We've already just went. It's really easy, guys. With 2,981 people, should be very simple. Thanks, Mama She 13. Wait, what did I miss? Oh yeah, well they found the bodies of. I mean, we've said that at the beginning, but they found both of their bodies in a rural part of Texas County. We'll read that again. So right up here. On April 14th, the OSBI, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Texas County Sheriff's Department, and the Office of the Oklahoma Chief Medical Examiner recovered 2 deceased persons in rural county. Both individuals will be transported to the medical examiner's office to determine identification as well as cause and manner of death. This is still an ongoing investigation. We are protecting Oklahoma One Partnership. That's kind of a lame time to do a plug, don't you think? Thank you, Mama She 13, K Me, and Annabella Roma. That for the apple. And thank you, Kubi. Oh, she does kind of look like Eileen Werniff. But let's just look at this for a second. Hold on a second. Lori Daybell. Oh my God, the only one I could see was one where she had way too much makeup on. But look at, check it out. Watch. That's like they're like sisters. Look at that thing. You got to be kidding me. Hey, thank you, Free Bird Forever and Sandy McMasters. And look at that, Annabella Roma gifted 5 memberships. You got to admit, come on, put a 1 if there's a little resemblance there. I mean, that's absolutely clones. Hey, thanks, Jane Smith. Yeah, so here's all the crazy guys. I mean, you see them up here anyways. I should send it in to Lori Daybell, like when she's in prison, send it to her and go, wait a minute, how did you get to Oklahoma? Oh, man. Hey, thanks, Warehouse Work with Kim from Canada. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, but man, don't you guys all feel, there's supposed to be an extra L in there. I apologize for that. But don't you feel just absolutely terrible for Jillian's family specifically? I mean, I feel really bad for Veronica's too, but like this is just one of those ones where you just go, man, just the wrong. But the thing is one of the supervisors was going to be killed. Wow, thanks, Mag. Look at that. We got Cheryl Crawford, Lisa Smith, Jerry, which I'm called that sometimes, Orange Marigold, Nina Marquez, Joe, Donna, Heather Feather, Linda Jane, Donna Luzier or something. Welcome. Let's see. Well, I'm going to open up the phone lines now so you guys can call in and let me know what you've heard or think about this. All right, so here we go. I got to get the number on the screen first. Is that going to... There it is. Can you guys read that pretty good? I mean, I know it's... Maybe I can make that this smaller there and then you can see them. And also, if you have any questions about this, let me know. Any thoughts? Scanner? What would the scanner have? Yellowstone, no train. Oh, Jesus. This is great. Who's this?
Oh, hi, this is Beverly.
All right. Well, what's going on, Beverly? You got to turn on the audio in the background, though.
I am. I just did. Sorry.
Man, you know, I understand now in the radio show. You know, when people call on the radio shows and the host always has to say, turn down the audio in the background, right? That's I understand it.
Now we know.
Yeah.
I have a question. How did this family even get custody of those children? They look horrible.
Well, maybe Wrangler Rickman wasn't quite as bad at the time. And you know, so then Tiffany's there, so it's like, okay, that's a nice nurturing, you know, I mean, who knows how they determined whether or not, but it could have been a situation where they're married and she's the one that was able to be proven to be unfit somehow, and then she was, you know, not given custody, and then Wrangler Rickman, then, you know, whatever happened to him, he must have been doing drugs, so... but at that, see, that's what's so weird. So at that point, I think the moment Wrangler Rickman, that was the stressor. The moment that Wrangler Rickman was sent to the rehab facility, I think that's the moment that Tiffany Adams, in her mind, said she's got to do something to stop Veronica from getting custody. How much you want to bet?
Oh, and I agree with her 100%. I would have done the same thing.
What? Who?
So...
Done what person?
I would have been the same way as the young mother.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, wow, you do the same.
one that's missing.
Okay, I thought you were saying
the one that's missing.
Right. Well, she's not missing anymore. They found both of them.
Oh, they did find both of them. I thought that's what it said in the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah. But yeah, so you would have done you would have done exactly what she did, because you'd think to yourself, okay,
well, they're my kids.
The father is now in a rehab facility. This is my chance to get the kids back, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope she has family members that will help fight for those children so they can have hopefully a decent upbringing.
Well, it's going to be really weird for the courts, right? Because you have Veronica, who seems like she's been improving and she wants to have more visitation rights. But then you have the mother of the father who had custody, who killed the mother and somebody else. So it's like, how do you give him back even to the father? That means he benefited from some heinous act that the mother did. But the courts will oftentimes say, they rule in what's best for the kid, and it's always better to be with one of the biological parents, they sometimes think. I don't think so in this case.
I don't think it always is the right case, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. Well, thank you for answering the phone, and I never get through on the line, so I appreciate it. I just didn't know the whole story on how they got custody. I don't know the story of the mother and the father of the children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what it must have been drugs or something like that with Veronica. And
Either they just had an upper hand on her before.
Yeah.
Because if he's in a rehab doing drugs, maybe she just didn't have enough proof to prove that they were more unfit at the time.
Yeah, it might be something like that. You know,
you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what the reality is. You have to. There were court documents and things that were available, but you know, I don't know the full story behind why she didn't have custody. But all we know is she didn't have custody. She did have, I think, every weekend she got visitation rights, and she was looking to get more visitation, which means now she's creeping into the week, and then he is in rehab. So you know that put a huge stress on Tiffany Adams, the grandmother. She was probably just going, "Oh my God, here we go. She's going to try to get him. There's no way that's happening." Yeah. You know.
Yeah, let's just kill him and get him out of the picture, and then we won't ever have to worry about it, right?
Yeah, they sure as hell didn't really. It sounded like the police didn't have any leads early on, but I bet they had absolute leads, because the thing is that right at the beginning, you know it's Tiffany Adams. I mean, we even said that on the show, that the grandmother is the one that was supposed to deliver the kids at the meeting point. It's the person who was supposed to meet them. That's the one that's responsible. So it would be really obvious from the beginning. And then I think they probably, one of those two cracked, because Cora Toombley and Cole Toombley are probably absolutely would have been completely unknown, except for somebody to tip law enforcement. I think Tiffany probably is the one that cracked at one point. That's my opinion. I don't know if she would, though. She seems like I don't know if she would crack. She's the one that put it in motion. Would she really throw everybody else under the bus? I don't know.
Well, we'll find out in the future what all really happened.
I'm looking forward to that probable cause document. For sure.
And it was so obvious. I mean, how stupid on her. Did she actually think she was going to be able to keep the kids? That was just, it doesn't make sense why she wasn't thinking killing these two women is not going to help her to keep the children.
No. Yeah, I don't think she thought through it too well, to be honest with you.
No, she just had an impulse and just did it.
Yeah, it seems like it was pretty quickly. I mean, she probably had a week or so. I don't know when he was told he needed to go into rehab, but she might have been planning on it. And then once he goes to rehab, she just put things in motion as quick as possible at that point. Because here comes Veronica. She was going to get. I mean, imagine the next court hearing was coming up, right? So, in that court hearing, Veronica would stand up there and say, "Listen, Judge, I've been doing better. I'm doing this. And their dad is now in rehab for 6 months. Is there any way that I mean, it was coming. Like, she might have got full custody a month, like that next month,
Right, and rightfully so. It really should have been one of the biological parents, and Grandma should have just been, like, maybe a guardian or something.
I mean, I would say, like, if Veronica was really a heavy drug doer, and that's why she lost custody, I wouldn't just go straight from, Wrangler Rickman's in a facility, therefore Veronica gets custody. I'd have to make sure that she wasn't still on drugs, but I might be. Right. But see, that's what's weird. And then all of a sudden it becomes either Tiffany or Veronica's parents would get temporary custody while they work through these issues. So that's what the thing is that's why Tiffany wanted to kill Veronica, because then it takes her out of the picture completely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, even if she didn't get custody, her mother might have gotten custody of the children. You're right. And that would have really, she just absolutely would have been out of the picture. But that just doesn't seem, I mean, she absolutely was not thinking. I mean, how sad to take their lives anyway. I mean, you just don't take people's lives because you're not getting your way. You don't think you're going to get your way, so,
Yeah.
We'll just eliminate the problem.
That's right. That's right. Well, anyways, I appreciate you calling in. You got through.
Thank you so much. You have a nice night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I only take one call at a time, so if you see that I'm already talking to somebody, there's no real point in calling. Just wait till the call's over and call again, or call in. Yeah, so we don't know if Veronica was doing drugs before, and that's why she lost custody, right? Does anybody know what the reason was that she lost custody? I think I knew it early on in the case, but I don't remember now. You just gotta, when you're talking about cases, you can't sugarcoat stuff and try to pretend. What? What are you talking about, Critter Jesse? You gotta talk about cases with the real words and everything. Okay, so, her brother. Oh yeah, that's right. God, I forgot about that. See, that was a while back. That's right. Her brother. There was was like, I know what you guys were saying, like assaulted her kid. Hello, this is great. You're on the gray zone, or in the gray zone. What's going on? Hello, what's going on?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was your voicemail.
No, it's me.
You know what? I turned the TV down, so I couldn't hear you answered the phone.
Oh.
So, you're a next-door neighbor, Patty. No, I'm kidding. I'm calling from California.
I don't even have a next-door neighbor named Patty. Well, now you've narrowed it down. Next time somebody's going to call and say, hey, you're having your next neighbor, Jim. And then I'm going to say, well, I don't have one Jim, and then we'll start narrowing it down. Yeah.
Yeah, I always start something. Okay. Listen, this is, do you remember the case of the pro cyclist that was killed, what's her name? Caitlin Armstrong killed pro cyclist Mo Wilson.
Yeah, we covered that whole case. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is really going to blow your mind. If you think the grandma looks so much like Daybell, wait till you put side by side her younger photo when she was beautiful, maybe just a few months ago.
Yeah.
With
I've seen that one.
Okay, put her picture next to Caitlin Armstrong. They could be twins.
When she was prettier, you mean, or what?
Of Caitlin Armstrong. The grandma, when she was prettier, they look just alike. Same color hair. I mean, wait till you see.
Well, no, I remember Caitlin Armstrong. I mean, I think just in general, she's way prettier than.
Well, but I'm saying, they look a lot alike. They're the same types. The same hair length, color, features, cheekbones. I think they look way more alike than the ugly Daybell in her picture now.
I don't know.
Just a thought. Just a thought. If you can put it up, you'll see how much they look alike.
Well, I did brought it up on the screen.
New to your show. I've subscribed. Thank you so much.
Well,
glad I found you.
Well, good. I'm glad you're watching. Very cool.
Okay.
Well, I showed it on the screen. Now you can go go back and rewind it and see it. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks
Bye-bye,
for calling. Bye-bye. All right, guys. We're at 283. If we get up to 500 on there, we are going to do the send 500 into the Abby and Libby ballpark to help keep that place going, and all their ongoing. They're trying to get like a parking lot put in there at some point. What don't you see? Get you goat? What do you mean? This is Gray.
Hello?
Yep, you got to turn down the audio in the background.
I have.
Okay.
Did they find the bodies?
They did, yeah.
Where were the bodies found, may I ask?
They were found in Texas County. I saw them on some property looking for the bodies. I think that's probably where they found them, but it was hard to make out where it was. It's a pretty vast area, but it's in Texas County, so the same county that Cole and Cora Toombley live in. I don't know if they have other property somewhere else or where they put them now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to know they found the bodies at least.
Yeah, so it's good to have an answer, for that. Like, it sucks. Even when there's cases out there where there's even an arrest made and the person's tried and convicted, but they never find the body, and that just never close. That gaping hole is still in the family member's heart forever.
Like Sebastian, they haven't found him, and he's been missing 6 weeks from Tennessee.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. I just had this weird, crazy thing for me. Like my wife's visiting the Philippines, and she's over there, and for like 30 hours, I couldn't get a hold of her, and then her Life 360 phone quit pinging in this kind of creepy neighborhood, and then all these thoughts started showing up, and she wouldn't respond, and really wouldn't respond, and I couldn't even sleep. I was just, trying to figure out how to get a hold of her, and I started putting pin where her last location was, called the bank, got the locations where she last purchased stuff, started pinning those out, and I was just freaking out, and then finally somebody responded, oh yeah, we were just in a bad place with no cell reception, and my phone was dead because I didn't have the 220 converter. So, but that whole time, I felt like the parent, like somebody has a missing child or a missing loved one. That's how you're feeling, but it never goes away with those people. Like right now, I would if I hadn't found her, I'd still be feeling that way, and it'd probably get worse and worse and worse the longer it went, because now something not right has happened. So like in that case, so like the mother in Sebastian's case is when you see her, like at first she was crying a lot, and then she turned into a zombie, and now she was just on a show again. And you can just tell, like, she's just, I know people don't like them, but I don't see anything at all that either one of those parents have anything to do with anything. I think he just left. I know it's not popular, but that's what I think.
I know, but they hadn't found him. If he just left, you would think they would have found him by now.
Well, unless he left with somebody, because his biological father let him go on the internet and communicate with people. So who knows what happened? You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
I hope and pray that he's found alive.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
Yep. So.
Been a long.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for answering my phone call. I'm not on the air, am I?
Yeah, you've been on the air this whole time. It was good.
Okay. I live in Arkansas.
Well, you did great. You did great, right, everybody? She did great. All right. Okay.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much for answering. Answering my question. I didn't know for sure if they had been found.
Yeah, they've been found. They haven't given out where yet, but there was video of them digging in an area. I just couldn't tell where it was. Right?
Wow. Well, thank goodness they found them. I know it's horrible, but at least there's some kind of closure. To never find them would be the worst. Worse than bad enough.
At least they got an answer. I'm not somebody that believes in the word closure. You know, I don't think that ever
there's
is a thing.
Yeah, I lost a son, and there's no closure.
It's more like a chapter. You can move on to a different chapter. You know, that's about it. But
yeah. You go on with life the best you can. God blessed me with 3 daughters, so.
Well, my mom had 3 sons. What do you think of that? That's
you do?
Good. My mom did. She had me, my 2 brothers.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, well, thanks for calling
You
in.
have a good.
Call back again sometime.
And you have. Huh?
I said call back again sometime. And what's your name?
My name's Dee. I live in Arkansas.
Dee from Arkansas. Well, hey, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
I will subscribe to your channel.
Well, thank you. All right, have a good one. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And thank you up there to the Alley Cake. And thanks, Dee, for calling in. Eugenie. Ishi Says. Peter Linda Howell. Janet Drums. Okay, we're at, what are we at now? 2... it'll be more than that, I think, in a minute. Almost 300. How come I can't answer that? Oh, there it is. Hello, this is Gray. You've entered the Gray Zone.
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, I'm calling from Canada.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you got to turn down the audio in the background.
There's no audio.
Oh, okay. Well, what's well, you have a long delay, I guess. So what's going on?
I was just calling to ask about the kids.
The kids? What do you want to know about them?
Yeah. Where are they?
I mean, that's a good question. Like, where did they go after? They knew that they were going to. I think they were probably still with the grandmother until she was arrested. But where did they go after they were arrested? I don't know. Maybe they gave them to the parents of Veronica, or they're being taken care of by the. Oh, Veronica's dad. Okay, so it says Veronica's dad. There, that answered. That's exactly what I was thinking. So it sounds like Veronica's dad has them.
Okay, I was just wondering. They don't talk about the kids, so I was just wondering where they were.
Well, that's the answer. Well, they're with Veronica, one of the victims' dad. So that's a good question.
Okay.
Is that it?
I want to say I appreciate your site.
Oh, nice.
I appreciate JLR Investigations.
Oh, you like him? Wow, that's crazy. That guy's
and
terrible.
keeping us informed
That guy's horrible. Man, you should never watch that guy. He's one of the worst people there ever was. Look him up on the internet.
He's one of the
Look him up on the internet, man. That guy's crazy.
JLR.
Oh yeah, look him up. It's crazy. I know. I thought that was a troll too. Let's see. That's good to know. Yeah, if you want to look up somebody that's shouldn't be allowed on doing anything in the true crime world, the person he just mentioned is one of those. He's a criminal. I mean, look him up. Find out what his full real name is, and then look him up on Google, and you'll see exactly the reality. Okay, felon, lit prison for like 10 or 15 years. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, isn't it though, Spy Gal? You shouldn't do it so much. Yeah, you shouldn't do it so much, Spy Gal. You seem to always be criticizing other people. It's wild. Okay, I don't care if you want to unsubscribe. I think JLR is a disservice to the true crime community. All right? If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. Please hit the unsubscribe button if you think that guy's good. I think he's terrible, and he's an embarrassment to mankind. All right? All right, this is great. Who's this?
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
Lefty.
Lefty? Like Lefty what?
Lefty.
Yeah? Uh-huh.
Oh, JLR is the one always...
Oh, yeah, he's out there on the scene. He's out there on the scene, Gray. He's out there on the scene. Get the hell out of here. That's what I'm saying. He probably sends these jackasses over, to throw his name out there. Yeah, this is going to be troll night. I do appreciate when he goes out to the scene and just films. Whenever he opens his mouth and tries giving, he starts accusing people 5 seconds after he's there. Can't think his way out of a shoebox. Other than that, I don't mind him out filming and filming different things, okay? That's good stuff. But what he's done in the Sebastian Rogers case is almost criminal, okay? Absolutely. And if you think that what he's doing in that case is worth something, then you're an embarrassment yourself. All right. Somebody mentioned him on the show, Corey. The guy called in. That's why he called in. That's why another person called in. I know exactly where these people are from. Okay. They're part of the online hate community. They're just a pile of shit. All right. So anyways, anybody actually have anything to say about this case here? Anybody? Yeah. I've never watched. Yeah. I mean, he shows up to the places, but, I'm not saying that. Hello, this is Gray. Who's this?
Hey, Gray, what's up, dude? Jim Lon, Denver. How are you, bud?
Not too bad. What's going on?
Nothing much, brother. Just wanted to see how you're doing, see how Blue's doing. Just wanted to say hi to all the freaks. I'll let you get running.
No, he's doing, Blue's doing, better. He's just kind of, it sucks, like, when you give him his Lasix, he pees a lot, It's like, so sometimes you go, like, if I'm in this part of the house and go back in there and there's, like, a little trail that I have to go clean up, but I'd rather have him be alive than give a damn about that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I'm glad I haven't talked to you in a while. Glad you're doing well. I'll let you get back to the show, but I'm just still trying to figure out what the hell a gigawatt is.
A gigawatt, that's right. I remember
that. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Inside joke. Yeah, that's inside baseball between you and I. But anyway, man, good to talk to you. Glad you're doing well. Glad Blue's doing well. And keep up the good work, brother.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for calling in.
All right.
A positive vibe.
Right on, dude. See you.
All right, have a good one. See you.
Yep.
Bye. Hey, thanks, Wendy Van Rokel. Yes, you guys, what we need is a troll fund now. Warehouse with work and then $10? What does that mean, W? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Thank you.
Hey there, Ray.
Hello, who's this?
This is Lena from Riverside. Yeah, I was just calling because JLR. I think he's just a hack. I mean,
but here's the thing. I'm not trying to do a show on. I don't know why this even was brought up tonight. We're talking about this other case, and a whack job calls in, starts talking about him, and everybody in the chat, his little minions show up in here, like a horde of wild animals, and
He probably sent that person, the troll.
If you just look him up on Google, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you don't.
I know some of his history, but he just makes as many videos as he can saying nothing.
He'll make 9 videos a day and do and say nothing new in any of them. I mean, it's just it's crazy.
Nothing new at all. It's just a waste of time, and then he'll throw up clickbait banners and stuff on his thumbnails. No, that's irritating.
Yeah,
it's he's all about the money, not the people that are missing or need help. You know. So
no, he doesn't really like him, Laura Bell. I can tell you. Anyways.
Yeah, well, I think that you're pretty good. I mean, you help out a lot of other content creators by giving them information, so that's pretty cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, well, they usually just take the information and never give any credit. That's how it works on YouTube.
Yeah, I know that's kind of messed up, some of them. But you know who's good and who's bad. You got to get your head on your shoulders and stuff, and you're a good guy. So, all right, that's all I wanted to say. And tell everybody, live in love and be positive, like Gray says.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for calling in.
Did you get to see the eclipse?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't live in a place where the eclipse was. I've seen it when I was a kid. I already saw it here in Oregon. It came over.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I drove over to Texas.
I think the next time it won't be quite as amazing. Like, it's amazing the first time, but the next time it's like,
Yeah, this one was big time different than the 2017 one. This one was way different. I was really emotional that day too.
Oh yeah.
For some reason.
That's what people were saying.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it was really weird. I was embarrassed because I was crying every time I was talking about it, and I don't know why. It was very intense. But all right, well, God bless you, Dre. You have a good one.
All right, have a good one. Thanks.
All right, bye.
Yeah. So the weird part is people are like just showing up and they keep mentioning the one person, and it's weird. You guys are strange. He's still doing the same things that he was doing before. You're acting like he served his time and everything's great. He's doing the same shit. Hello. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Dana.
Well, what's going on, Dana?
I was wondering, you may have already mentioned this, but do you know whose property that the ladies were found on?
I don't know what property it was. I saw an image of people digging, like a digger, like a backhoe or whatever it was, out there, and I didn't. I could see the roof and a shape, but it didn't match the look of Cole or anywhere that I could see anywhere near Cole and Cora, nor Tad's place, or I mean, they're not even in the right county. So you'd have to look at every single structure in the entire area to be able to try to find that. That's too big.
I was just curious if it was the cattle farmer's property or if it was the mother-in-law's.
Yeah, well, I mean, it might not have been in any of their properties, but it seems like it would be, though, right? It seems like it would be like maybe they own property out in a rural area that we're not aware of, and they...
yeah, that's true, too.
You know, what I could do is maybe look them up and see if there's other property listed and check that out. But, yeah.
Well, thank you. I was just curious.
Well, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm calling in from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Oh, another Arkansas. Wasn't there another Arkansas a minute ago? Wow.
Yeah, a little bit ago. Yeah.
Well, cool.
Anyway, thanks for your time. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Okay. You too. Good night.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I went to Idaho, and I've been to Delphi, and I just don't pretend, do like live streams every 5 seconds from a place and then go. Like look at that guy puts out stuff that is it's valuable information when he's on the scene just filming an area so people get a look at it. But the information he puts out and the way in the Sebastian case, he was saying that the parents were guilty the first day, and he kept telling everybody that, and that's what created this huge ground swell, because so many of you ravenous fools that watch that shit over and over and over again believed it. Okay? You all believed that crap, and you created an absolutely horrendous environment for the parents of a missing child. Okay? So go screw yourselves. All right? Hey, this is Gray. How's it going?
Okay, so go screw yourselves.
You can hear that secondly. Hey, turn down the volume in the background. Hello, hello. Turn the volume in the background. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. All right. Rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off. Yep. All right, we're at 3:30, you guys. So we get 170 more. I'll send that into the Abby and Libby ballpark. That's what the goal is. What is the non-thing? Yeah, I think it's just wild. I mean, I don't know if, Vinny might like the guy or whatever, but he might not also know anything about him. Okay. That's the reality of it. I was supposed to be on Court TV the other day. That's when my wife was missing to me, and they put that guy on in my place. And it's like, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh. It's almost embarrassing to me. Yeah, nobody knows what you're talking about, Tim. Okay? You're not morally superior to anybody, Tim. You're just one of those people that makes a comment because you think you're better than others. All right, let's see. Yes, and you're not allowed to disagree or they kick you. That's how I found this channel. Much better. Yeah, I mean, on this channel you can disagree. When people get kicked out of this channel is when you disagree, but you do it in a way like, God, you're a lunatic, Gray. You believe that? Well, you're a dumb, then you're gone, right? Because there's no recovery from that. I don't care if somebody disagrees. I might argue with you, but you're not going to get kicked out. And I don't even want those comments removed either. Hello, this is Gray. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yep. Who's this?
Hello? Oh, my name is Mario.
Huh?
Bro,
Okay, I gotta go. Let's get this other one. Hello? This is Gray. This is getting nutty.
Greg?
Hello?
Yeah, Greg, I just want to say, I had no idea there was an issue between you and JLR.
Why are you calling it? Who cares? Talk about this case here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, I gotta go. All right. Let me just respond to the chat. We got too many crazy people in here tonight. Did I miss where the bodies are? They didn't say exactly where the bodies are. They're somewhere inside of this square here. Inside of this. Yeah, right inside of here. And it's the same area-ish where, Eva is here, Four Corners. God, now I'm kind of wondering if it was up in this area somewhere. So it was right here. Was it down this crazy road right here? Man, I wonder if it's right here. Because that's the direction of... I think the roof it was curved. It had like a silo, like a half silo shape to it. Where it wasn't, there was no point at the top. I'm not sure what you call the, yeah, I mean, You know, see how that's got a point? It was curved like a 180-degree circle, or like a half pipe, I guess, in the background. Does anybody have that picture, by the way? Where? Oh, let me go out on Twitter and see if I can. That one lady, she had pretty good stuff out there. I might try to turn this back on later. Man, he's got such ravenous viewers, man. They're just crazy people just like him. It's really wild. Yeah, it's a pretty strange night. I'm just trying to do a show, and the trolls just keep on coming. I didn't even make the first call. Hey, Mag, thank you. Look at that. For the trolls. The troll fund got built up. Remember when you guys used to always do that when the trolls came? You guys would all help support the channel to try to punish the trolls for them being trolls. Now it's just ho-hum. Nobody cares. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Mag. Let me turn on the... maybe I can get that turned on just in time. See if that works. Let's see. I think he's going to be charged with something at some point. At least no damn spirit boxes. Call in. Let's see. The chat reminds me of Yahoo Chat or ICQ of the early 2000s. I'm not sure what that even means, Douglas. You're going to have to come up with something more clever. Thank you so much, Mag. Appreciate it. Alright, so if you're just getting here, they found the bodies of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley. And somewhere inside of this county over here, I'd love to have that. I was going to go out onto Twitter, though, again, and see if I can... What was that lady's name? It was something Lou. Anybody remember her first name? Oh, there she is. Nancy Lou. And I think she had a... Let's see. Posts. Okay, that's what I want to look at. I think it was somebody else had a video. It was in one of the groups out there, and they had a picture of where the digging was happening. Thanks, KR. Hello, everyone. Oh, wait, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Oh, you want me to slow down the chat? Let's see. Well, it's already... I'll do 60 seconds. It was at 30, though, before. It was already at 30 seconds. Is that why you wanted me to look? She was on News Nation. Who was? Yeah, it's Texas County. We know that. That's right over here. See, Texas County, the square right there. Freaks eat trolls for lunch. That's right. Salty, non-such. Oddball. Right. I mean, I'm just going to switch it back, you guys. I'm going to move it back. I don't want people to have to wait that long. If it's too fast, it's too fast. That's just... I hate when I go somewhere and have to wait. I'll make it 40 seconds. It was already 30, so just a little slower. That's not too bad. Minutes, like, it's just... I'm new. I'm hooked on all these cases. Ah, jeez, Kelly. We're done talking about it, okay? You should do a feature where you dig in to how ridiculous the accusations against the Proudfoots are getting. I don't even look into it. I communicate with him just sometimes in a text message. That's about it, you know. The other day I sent him a picture, a video of that kid walking around. He was like, oh, let me see it, because he hadn't seen it, and he goes, oh, that's not him. Why would he be excited to forget it? People go, oh, he's just acting. What, really? Just some weird one-on-one chat with somebody? He's just... Yeah, well, you wouldn't think it was, because it's just... I don't know. A caller called in and mentioned the guy's name, and they just kept talking about it. I knew that they were calling in and it was being a troll, and then you could see about 20 of them showed up in a row right after that, so it was obviously an organized situation there. Alright? Alright. My God. You guys, what's going on in here? Why do you mention that one, Cheadle? Just ridiculous. I hope someone in the family can pet the kids, get the kids. I was like, what? Get the kids and they won't go into foster care. Well, the dad has them right now. The dad of Veronica, apparently. Awesome what? They're terrible. Let's see. What is an Obama phone? They're free phones that they gave out. They were all in, then they all left. Right. See, isn't that amazing? And I wonder if they came in here because there was 3,000 people watching, and then we went right down to 1,900 people almost really quickly, you know? It's weird. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on out here. I mean, right now it says that I have 32,000 views. I mean, is that real? That just seems ludicrous. All right, so we'll say it again is, let me put this on the screen. Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley, there's 2 L's, I only have 1 on there, can't edit it. They have been found. They were the 2 individuals murdered by Tiffany Adams, Tad Cullum, Cora Toombley, and Cole Toombley. Now, there was 3,400 watching, right until that weird crap happened. And then Wrangler Rickman right here is the biological father of 2 children. Veronica Butler and him used to be married. I guess they have like a nasty divorce going on. And she doesn't have custody. Wrangler Rickman does. But Wrangler Rickman was just put into a rehab facility for 6 months. And he can't even get out for visitation for at least a month of that. And Tiffany Adams here is taking care of the 2 kids. That's his mom. Veronica Butler, though, is pushing for more custody. So Tiffany Adams didn't want that to be happening, especially now that their kid is in a rehab facility, because now the odds of Veronica Butler getting custody go way up. So she plotted to kill, this is my opinion anyways. Tiffany Adams plotted to kill Veronica to get her out of the way from having custody, and Jillian Kelley was just an unfortunate casualty because she was the supervisor that was going that day. Apparently she had 4 of them. And then Tad Cullum is the boyfriend of Tiffany. Cora and Cole, I don't know who they are, but maybe they have a connection through maybe they're in a clan or whatever together. I mean, we don't really know, right? And so on that day, Veronica, who lives right here in the driveway, is actually her Kia on Street View. We already showed that, but I can do it again. You go right down the Street View, turn, and there is the Kia right there, right? Then her and Jillian, who lives just right there, and her husband's a pastor, Heath Kelley, and she's the wife of a pastor. They drove together to Eva over here to meet up with, obviously at this point it'd be meeting up with Tiffany, the grandmother, to visit the children. And they were supposed to meet in Eva and possibly at this place called Four Corners right here. Well, they never showed up there, but if you go just directly up the street, so there's Four Corners, you go right up the street, just like this, and then right at the end, this is where their car was found, sort of facing, I think, in that direction, with one of the doors open, and apparently there was maybe blood inside the vehicle, and they weren't anywhere to be found. So they went missing. Now, if you watch this show, we immediately were thinking that the grandmother has something to do with it, or whoever it was that was supposed to deliver the kids has something to do with it. Because what are the odds that they go missing just as they're about to show up to visit the kids? And there's a contentious custody issue going on. All right. Well, they went missing, and eventually they've been found in this area. They maybe even found them yesterday. They just didn't tell us about it until today. But it's somewhere inside of this county. Cole and Cora live in the county, in this town. I mean, it's sort of interesting because this town here, Texoma, this part of the town is actually in a different county than this one. So there you go. What do you guys think? And we're almost there, everybody. We got 40 more to go, and I'll be sending $500 to the Abby and Libby ballpark. All right? Sound good? That's what I thought. Tomato. Stephanie, the pastor's mother. No. Huh? Here, let me show it again. I don't know what's going on with that. This lady right here has a husband that's a pastor. She was just a supervisor. I didn't build out her tree or anything. Tiffany Adams is the mother of Wrangler Rickman and was the mother-in-law of Veronica Butler. Veronica Butler lost custody, but is fighting to get custody back at the same moment that Wrangler Rickman was put into a rehab facility. I think Wrangler Rickman, his being put into the rehab facility was the, quote, stressor for Tiffany Adams, thinking, oh my God, we're going to lose custody. He's in a rehab facility and Veronica's, she's clean now and she's trying to get more visitation. And now that he's in there, why wouldn't they give it to her? So she goes, oh my God, on the visitation, there was going to be a court hearing coming up. And then there was this visitation, and that's what set the plan in motion for Tiffany to kill Veronica Butler that day out in a rural area. I mean, it's just really, it seems almost obvious, doesn't it? Now, if it's for some other reason, I'll be kind of surprised, but we still at least predicted the correct person. Oh, and thank you very much out there to WNC Granny earlier. Lillian. Well, they're out there, though. She's still out there. I talked to her on Facebook. And Miss Angels. And then also earlier, there was a Venmo from Marianne. So if you're out there, Marianne, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So we're at 465. 35 more to go. 35, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. Do I hear 5, 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, hit that, 60, 65, 77, 5, 80. All right, let's see. All right, now hit the like button if you're out there, everybody. 1, 2, 3, hit the like button. I'm just trying to recap it every once in a while because a whole bunch of, it's sort of like there's this huge cycle of people coming through here. I mean, 33,985 views, oddly. Well, let's see. Hey, thanks, Brown Eyed Girl. And if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to follow a channel that actually covers true crime, I believe the right way, where you take the factual information in cases, you lay them out, and you figure out what the most reasonable direction to go in terms of speculating on the case, because that's kind of what people do in true crime. You speculate on things, but in our case, we try to get all the factual pieces of information, whether using news or even people that go out and live stream at the scene using some of the stuff that they're showing. Okay, that stuff, everything out there to come up with a reasonable theory in a case. And I mean, I think if you've been around here for a while, you would understand how accurate we are, just like very, very often. I mean, it's not like some one, just sort of random, like a psychic. If you're here a lot, you'll see that when the cases are done, people are always like, damn. Okay, but you're more than welcome to go watch the Conspiracy Nutters and waste hours of your time. Not saying they're all like that, but that seems to be the prevailing genre conspiracy. Well, good, Carol. It's really weird, isn't it? Like earlier today, I did a live stream and had 300 people watching, and then this case, this is why, for example, that people jump to, like, we've been covering this case, so I wanted to do an update on it. But like there was 3,000 people watching a minute ago. So that's why some of these people only pick those cases and they keep moving to those bigger ones over and over and over again. And I think it probably works for them. Do you know how old the children? Weren't they like 8 and 6, something like that? But yeah, there was some crazy legal stuff. I forgot about that. That was this case with Veronica's brother. God, that seems like a month ago. That's weird. That was so... Oh, 10 and 8. Okay, one was 8. All right. Wait, somebody else said 6 and 8. Yes. Okay. All right. Hey, thanks, Donna Aldridge. So which one was it? Two of you said 6 and 8, and the other one said 8 and 10. All right, guys. Let's try the phone numbers again. If anybody out there wants to call in and let me know what you think about this. Come on, Eugenie, call in. It's good to see a lot of the freaks here. All right, this is Gray. Who's this? You got to turn down the audio.
Yeah, I had to do that. I'm in Iowa, but I've been following it while I'm deep cleaning the house. Have they said anything about where Veronica's children are? Because Grandma had them because the ex is in treatment, right?
Well, apparently Veronica's dad has them, which is good.
Yeah, okay. That's all I want. Because they're not saying much about anything anyways, but nobody had mentioned where the children were that they were going to see. And I think they've known a lot. I think they knew they were, it was like, I couldn't figure out what they were doing, so I just started looking online, and so anyhow, that's it. They're with her dad. I don't know how you know that, but...
Well, somebody said it in the chat. I mean, I don't know for certain, but 3 or 4 people said that, so I'm just assuming they heard it somewhere. Because it would have been since they were arrested. I don't know where they heard it from myself, but that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, because they're going to want to place them with family as opposed to emergency foster care, because they're not real tiny. I mean, they're like early elementary school, I think. So, yeah, it makes a difference.
Well, like Tiffany,
what a nightmare.
Well, Tiffany had custody, so why not then switch it over to Veronica's parent? Because Wrangler Rickman's in a rehab, and Veronica was already still... she was even allowed visitation, so she's in a much better overall position in terms of families at this point. Like Tiffany's a killer.
Well, they must have known how to get a hold of him or something. But doesn't. I'm just glad to know that they're okay and not dead somewhere. So, all right. Thank you.
All right.
Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. Did I... Oh, that's an incoming one? This is great. Who's this? Hello. 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 Hello? Hello? What? Well, 3 or 4 people said that that Veronica's dad had the kids. Well, I'm not guessing. That's what they said. Okay. Another troll. Anybody else out there? These people. I know you can't hear the caller because it was a troll. I don't let you hear every call. Okay. Anyways, guess what, everybody? We made it to 500, and I'm sending that in. Hold on. Let's see, Libby and Abby Ballpark. And there it is, the Abby Libby Memorial Ballpark. And it's really cool. I did a drone footage out there, 360 degree footage. So here we go. Right there. $500. Okay, I have to sign in though, so hold on. You'll see it though. You'll get the receipt will show up. Hold on a second. And boom. I think we've given them 3,000 or 4,000 for sure. Probably more than that. So there it goes. Thanks for donating $500 to the Libby and Abbey Ballpark. Now I'll get you the email. It should be one that came in. Just for your verification. A lot of people, I don't know, Grant. Okay, there it is. It just came in, the PayPal, and there it is right there. You see that? You donated $500 to Libby and Abbey Park Foundation, April 14th, 2024. There it is. Libby and Abbey Foundation, 500. Boom! Thank you, freaks. Yeah, now if you want to help support the channel on your own, that'd be that'd be great. But we still did that, and we got to update our total numbers right here. Here it is on this screen. So now the freak donations since January of 2020. Let me know how much JLR sends to charities on your next show, okay? Because we've given $195,000. Now it's going to be $195,600, right? And then this one right here is now this year so far will be $16,000. And there you go. Isn't that amazing, you guys? So we're at $195,600 since January of 2020. We did $22,000 in 2020, $42,000 in 2021. $62,000. This is right from my income, right? $62,250 in 2022, and then $57,000 last year, which wasn't, still a great year compared to the other ones. And we're at $16,000 this year so far, and we're making pretty good. If we get to 50, it'd be pretty good. I mean, the economy isn't as good as it was, so that's kind of how it is. But awesome. Thank you, freaks. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do this. And so the thing is we're one of the few channels that actually goes out and tries to make a difference, whether it be, we have a DNA fund. If you're out there and you're interested in when there's unidentified human remains, we've put 84,000 or so into that, maybe even more now. Over that same time frame, we've identified like 6 or 7 Jane and John Does. Some of them we don't get a mention, and nor do we even get to know the name because the family doesn't want it out there. But we've identified a serial killer victim. She got her name back. We gave Daniel Armentrout, probably our signature one, a 1961, I think, hitchhiking case where a guy died when the car went off of a bridge into the water. They couldn't figure out who he was, so they buried him, but they treated him like they were a family member to the whole town. And we funded it. I think it cost like 10 grand because it was really complicated. And got his name back, and his brother came in from Florida, who's like 80 years old or something. And what's weird is there's another brother that's missing right now too. And by the way, somebody just called in. Call back again. I'll answer it. I was just in the middle of explaining it. And then also we also paid for sort of a different way. It was early on the identification of I think it was Summit County Doe in Colorado. A guy that I think he took his own life at the top of a hill, and like he was sitting way up at the top of a hill, and then he ended up like killing himself, and then they found his skull down below, and they went up and found him, and he had filed even off the serial number off of his gun and did all kinds of stuff. It was getting kind of crazy, but it turns out it was just some guy that didn't want to be around any longer. That's right. Hey, I am bragging and bragging and bragging. Look at Shuddy Pie goes, brag, brag, brag. That's because the people you watch, idiot, don't do a damn thing. You understand? Okay, right. So yes, we do try to say to people on here what we do here because we have a great thing that we're doing. All right. Hey, thanks, Trish Atwell. Isn't it amazing, these people? Jesus. All right, this is Gray.
That's
who's this?
Awesome. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you for letting me call back again.
Oh yeah, cool.
That's awesome what you're doing there. I'm new to the program, that charitable contribution.
Yes, right, like right out of the income. So the freaks support my channel, and then I take a massive portion of the income. I mean, there's income that I make for doing, having the channel allows me to keep doing it, but I give away a lot of it. And I think that's what I wish more YouTubers would do that. We'd have millions.
Are you familiar with Kendall Ray?
With
who? Kendall Ray?
Yeah, I know who she is. Yeah.
Yeah, she does something for NetButt, the nonprofit for missing and exploited children.
Oh yeah, we give to that organization all the time. Oh, I think we've given them over I'd say like 25,000 for sure.
My goodness.
To
NCMEC,
right? The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're amazing.
Absolutely. Amazing. So many exploited and missing children are becoming almost an endangered species out there now. But what I wanted to say was, with all the vehicles that came to arrest them, and I realized it was 4 of them, and maybe that's why they had SWAT and all the vehicles, but they really must have had to be careful if the kids were there, because do you remember the case of the man who had custody of his kids that weekend, and the kids ran off to greet him at the house, and he blew them all up?
Yeah, and he has his dad sort of seemed like he was involved too somehow. Yeah. I forgot the name though. I forgot the name. It doesn't just pop into my head, but
forget the name.
Really famous case though.
Yeah, the wife was missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very similar. Powell, that's it. Heather.
Right.
Yeah, so it's Powell.
Susan Powell.
Yeah.
Right. But I was saying they probably had to be really careful because maybe they would have blown themselves up. I mean, that's some crazy stuff, killing 2 moms. And so I'm sure they had to be careful of that. But I wanted to ask you, I don't, kind of speculation, but killing the 2 moms, that probably not their first rodeo. Maybe that's why the town was afraid of them. I mean, maybe there's some other missing people around, or just seemed like a first rodeo type of thing.
There isn't really a lot of people that live in those 2 counties, though.
Oh, that's too bad. They probably don't know.
But it could just be that they feel like it's ours. We're a clan, Somebody called in the other day. It's kind of like clans out there, like the Hatfields and McCoys. So maybe they were just this is their, trying to keep their clan together. Nobody's going to take our kids from us, something like that.
I mean, they are sovereign citizens. Is that a speculation too, or?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who's they're actually Native Americans. These people. I was just saying clans, like the Hatfields and McCoys,
Right, but I heard they were sovereign citizens, and I just learned what that is.
Well, those are Native Americans, if that's what they're saying.
Oh,
I don't know.
We're saying that there are people who don't pay taxes, don't believe in the government.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Like they're, what do you call it?
What is that name? They don't obey any
like
laws.
survivalists or something?
The speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of their own thing out there, and that's probably why they had so many vehicles and SWAT.
Yeah.
And, I guess we'll never see that video of them actually coming out.
So they just call themselves sovereign citizens. Like,
Right.
they don't recognize the local... I was thinking you were thinking of Native American or something, but...
No,
so they're just saying that they don't recognize local law enforcement. They are their own law, right? Yeah, I've heard of those
taxes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
So, yeah, they're dangerous. I could see why all the vehicles, but I thought maybe if the kids were there, they were maybe afraid that they might just, do a Branch Davidian type thing.
Yeah. Branch Davidians. Oh boy. I just watched that. I watched that whole Waco documentary they had. That was pretty crazy. I think it was on Netflix.
Yeah, how they get these people hooked up in there, and they're never the same once they become part of that type of cult.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with Jonesboro. How did those people actually travel down there and do that? 900 people? Drank that Kool-Aid?
Oh, yeah, Jonestown Massacre? Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah, it's wild. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what's weird. The same mentality happens. I think even out here on like YouTube, like there's these people who follow these crazy people and believe that they're just somehow these awesome, and they just blindly follow wacky, nutty people and believe in them.
Remember Heaven's Gate?
Oh yeah, same thing with the.
They all were dressed and ready to get on that.
What was it called? Something Hail Bop, the comet.
Yes, they were ready to jump on that comet.
What a bunch of idiots! I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Oh my goodness!
It's not funny, Gray. No, I think it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I think it's stupid as hell.
It's not. That's
well, you know what I look at it. This is how I look at it. Listen, it's Darwin's theory. If you're somebody that's stupid, that you think that a Hale-Bopp comet somehow you're going to die and jump on it, then you don't need to be part of the gene pool. Okay, we just move on at that point. Thank you. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but there's something they have this one couple that went, and he took his wife into the room by himself, the leader guy of the Heaven's Gate, kept her in for a couple of hours. When she came out, he said his wife was not the same person. She wouldn't come home with him. She stayed there and got on the comet with them.
Ah.
So they do to people. I don't know. Wow, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It really is.
Nope,
if you don't have all the faculties, if you're not as smart as you are, Gray.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You ain't going with nobody. No how, no time.
No. I think when I was younger, I might have thought not that crazy crap, but you're sort of more susceptible. But when you get older, if you're like over 40 and you're still believing in conspiracy shit, man, there's something wrong with you. There's conspiracies every once in a while, but they're so rare. It's not. But these guys, they think every case that makes it into the news, there's something else. Something isn't quite adding up. There's something bigger. It's a false flag operation.
Well, did you hear they sprayed something? If you were out for the eclipse, you got sprayed with something.
Oh Jesus! There you go.
I mean, this was I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a credible person with good sense.
Well, it's kind of like, remember Don Lemon? Remember him?
Yeah.
For CNN, remember with that flight MH360 or whatever the hell it was that went missing? Well, they just covered it every second of every day for like 2 months. And one time he said, let's think about this. Do you think it could be aliens that took that airplane? I mean, and he was serious about it. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
They said if you were standing outside for the eclipse, you got sprayed with something. And just put it in the chat if your family members got sick. Let us know. Wow, I thought that guy was credible.
Well, you know what? I had a little stuffy nose after the eclipse. I think something came down. You're on to something. How many?
Well,
yeah. All right.
Listen, thank you. God bless you for helping out those who really need it out there with your contributions. Thank you so much.
And something you probably don't know about, but we just got done. We have a scholarship fund too. We give two $3,000 scholarships to 2 students, and Zozo and Plato in the chat here. They pretty much reviewed every single one of them, and they're choosing. Each one gets to choose one of the winners. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh.
It's for it's a scholarship for students in the criminal justice or forensic sciences. How awesome is
wonderful.
that? Pretty cool, huh?
Gee,
yeah.
wow.
So there you go.
Thank you.
Well, anyways, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome.
You make me
Bye-bye.
happy. All right, see you later. Have a good one.
Bye-bye, dear.
Bye. No, she'd probably be, she's a nice lady. Yeah. Yeah. I know that's not interesting to a lot of people. They just want to go, oh, yeah, we want to hear about the crime. But I think it's important to know who you're supporting, And we do a lot of great stuff over here. So when you send $20 into a nut job who looks into the camera sideways and twists his hat, and you absolutely get nothing out of it, or you can send it to this channel and some of that goes to something good. All right. Anyways, the phone lines are open now. Still, we're down to 1403. We had 3,000 at the beginning. Now there's 1403. It's just dropping every second. Well, the thing is, there isn't really a lot of news here. It's literally just they found the bodies of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelley in Texas County after they've been looking for them for a couple weeks. And Tiffany Adams, Tad Colum, Cora Toombley, and Cole Toombley have been arrested for the murders, and apparently they were all involved in the murder, which is really tactically so stupid. I mean, all you had to do was Tiffany should have, I'm not trying to give advice out here, but Tiffany should have taken the kids to the exact spot that they were supposed to meet, but got there 20 minutes early because 6 and 8-year-olds don't really give a damn about the time. You bring them there, then you bring them back, and they'll tell the detectives, yeah, Mom never showed up. We went there. And then the direction would be pointed somewhere else. But when they interviewed those kids and they said, oh no, we were at the babysitter's, I mean, the case is over. It's like it's done. 2 seconds in. Yeah, I know that, Sherry. I read that earlier. Yeah. And that's obvious, right, Sherry? Because that's what they do after they find the bodies. They send it to the medical examiner. Granny spilled the beans. Yeah, that's what I think, too. That's what I think. I think that's what I was saying earlier. Tiffany is likely the one because Cora and Cole, they were safe. They were into the wind. Nobody even know anything about them. But Tiffany Adams, man. She's not going to, if they are all in the same prison, she's probably not going to do well because she's the one that snitched on the rest. No, I'm just saying it's obvious though, right, Sherry? I mean, of course, when you find bodies, they go to the medical examiner. Nope, see you later, Michael Morse. Right after the SWAT raid. Maybe they all were told to. Where does it say that? Where do you get that information, Teresa? I know that the parents knew that both of them were dead, Veronica and Jillian, or family members knew that they weren't alive, and that the grandmother confessed, they said. But maybe it was prior to that. That's why the arrest was made. I'm just wondering. I don't know. So she just confessed when she was arrested. Okay. I wonder how they put it all together. I mean, it must have been so obvious from the beginning when you interviewed the 6 and 8-year-old, and they said, "Yeah, we were over at, we were being babysat." Oh, so you never went to go visit your mom? Oh no, we didn't know we were. Yeah, it's just, it's going to be really obvious, and they were probably right on the right track from the very beginning. And when they told us in the news that, oh yeah, we don't have any leads, we don't know what we're doing, they were probably on top of this from the very get-go. Because if we were here, then they certainly were, right? Like, we knew it was the grandmother from day one. Don't you think that they were absolutely certain from the get-go? They had to have been. And they have way more information. Ah, jeez. We don't use the word unalives here, Megan. Please, never use that again. That's just, we don't do it. Let's see. Cora gave the police the tip. Cora? Well, Cora's right here. She's one of the people arrested. Why would she give a tip? So you're saying Cora said, hey, you might want to check into Tiffany, and then it led back to Cora and Cole also? Wow, that's crazy. Right. Thanks, Megan. Yeah, this is, we don't do the, you know, you should be able to mention the word murder on a show and not have it affect you. But if it does, it does. You know. The babysitter is a witness. Right. Well, she would be, right? I mean, why wouldn't the babysitter be a witness? She's the one that was taking care of the 2 kids that were supposed to meet up with Veronica. Any more trolls want to call in, or I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do this show much longer tonight, but I want to say thank you to everybody. We got to the goal to send 500 into the Abby and Libby ballpark. Boom! Very cool. Very cool. And what's this? Can you look at Tad? Well, I already looked at Tad's property. Oh, is it? Wait. Yeah, Tad's the boyfriend. Yeah, I already have that one on there. I don't need you to show it to me. Tad's property is right here. I've already had Tad's property on the screen, in case you didn't know that. Hello, this is Gray.
Gray, it's Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. I don't know who you are, Johnny.
How you doing, man?
What's going on?
I was just gonna say, it's sad. I'm happy for the closure for the family. You know, It's really tragic, but I think we all knew this was coming. I was gonna say today when we were all eating lunch and doing our Sunday business, they had that fat, ugly bitch in an interrogation room, badgering the shit out of her and getting the location of the bodies out of her and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how that's how they found the bodies, because, I mean, it'd be easy. Give me 5 minutes with that bitch alone in a room, and I'll get all the answers out of her. I promise. You know. Anyway.
Well, they don't get to do. They don't get to do the physical coercion. But
right.
I mean, I'm sure that they did. I mean, I'm sure they may have said something. That, you know, maybe that'll be a mitigating factor for getting the death penalty. But man, I tell you what, the killing of Jillian deserves the death penalty regardless. Yeah. The other ones, there's heated, you know, sort of like a heated thing going on. But Jillian has absolutely nothing to do with anything other than being one of 4 supervisors.
So I want to say something about Jillian. I'm glad you mentioned her. She was so beautiful. Man, she's so beautiful. Man. Her face, her smile, her eyes, her hair. She was.
I think I remember you now, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm the guy with laryngitis.
Yeah, right.
I still got it a little bit.
That's not too bad. It's not too bad.
I was gonna say this is probably how they did it. They probably told Tiffany. And by the way, Tiffany Michelle is how it's pronounced, but that family doesn't know how to spell.
Yeah, I'm never gonna say Michelle. I'm just gonna say Mackle. Okay.
Mackle, right?
Because she looks like a Mackle.
Anyway,
like if you look at the picture of her, does she look like a Michelle or a Mackle? I mean, my God, that looks like a
Right.
Mackle. Let's be honest.
Right.
But yeah,
I bet she smells like mackerel too. Anyway, I was gonna say the interrogators probably told her, you know, you'll get the death penalty if you cooperate. You'll still be able to get to see the grandkids in prison and shit like that. You know, something like that to appeal to the. But these, I'm looking at the screen now. Look at the other people. They had no dog in the fight. You know, it's tragic. It's heartbreaking.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jillian was just there as a, supervisor, and there's 4 of them. So it was just bad luck that it was her day that day. And she was just killed because she was there. You know, she had no... Think how freaky it was for her. She's just sitting there, and all of a sudden these people show up, and my God, she gets killed. You know? Like, there's no... Like, you know, basically what it is for her is strangers walked up to her and shot her. That's what it felt like. Crazy.
Horrible. Anyway, I'd like to just send... I don't necessarily believe that I can send telepathic messages to an invisible boogeyman in the clouds, so I don't pray. I don't believe in that stuff. But I do send good vibes and love and healing to both families. And it's just tragic. And look at that douchebag wrangler. What a douchebag he is. Look at that. That name. That name fits his face.
Wrangler Rickman, right up there with Ron Paxa. Yeah, he's just...
Right. Gross.
Yeah.
See you later.
He looks like a Wrangler Rickman, doesn't he? Yeah.
He does. His face is just like his name. It belongs in my blue jeans. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's weird about this case, though, is before we see these mugshots, they all looked somewhat normalish, like every single one of them. Like even Wrangler Rickman just looks like a regular, like college frat boy or something. You know, that's what he looks like.
Right.
And Wrangler Rickman might not have any connection to why his mom did that. Because she seemed like she didn't like him either sometimes. So it could just be that she decided to do this while he was in the rehab, and he has absolutely no idea. So what's weird about that, if they can't prove any connection at all, when he gets out of rehab, he's going to get custody of those 2 kids again, just like Mommy wanted.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Isn't that weird?
And you know, when he heard the news, you know, he knows his mother better than anyone. He had to have gone, oh, that was Mom, you know.
And somebody said alibi, rehab was an alibi. That's not true. He had to stay in the facility for the first 30-something days. So he couldn't even get out. He was actually there.
Yeah, but if your mother was capable of doing that, you would know. You know, there's no way that he would be oblivious to the fact that his mother was a piece of shit.
Yeah, but he probably didn't think his mom was going to kill Veronica. Well, she had said that. Well, I think we heard the other day where she said to a judge, you know, like, if you get in my way or something, I'm going to kill him or whatever. Like, it was about her. It was crazy. I don't remember the exact verbiage, but it was something like that. And then she goes out and does it. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I can't remember either. Something about shooting someone in the head.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. She said bodies are going... Like she said bodies are going to drop. And what was it related to, Mick Ramelon? Didn't she threaten to shoot him? Yeah, something like she did threaten to shoot Wrangler Rickman, her son.
Right.
Too. I mean, she's crazy, this lady. So I wouldn't be surprised if Wrangler Rickman doesn't have anything to do with the murders, and then eventually when he gets out of rehab, Veronica's father will likely have to give him back to Wrangler Rickman, but I would think, given the circumstances, the state would have to take a hard look, and I would actually just give him to Veronica's parents and just and Wrangler Rickman can visit, whatever. But at this point, it's like you just can't. There's something too much about all this. Wrangler Rickman is in a drug facility. Her mom killed the mother. I think at that point, it sort of wipes out any good judgment to give those kids back to Wrangler Rickman, and they need to be given and Veronica's parents, perhaps, and let them take care of them. They're probably more responsible. I mean, I don't know anything about them, so they might, I don't know anything about them at all.
it's definitely a convoluted situation.
Yeah.
It's weirder than fiction, you know.
It is.
Anyway,
this will be
before I go,
this story right here will be a TV movie. 100%. It's got all the elements they like. It was weird too because when the case started, we were like one of the only people talking about it, and then it just sort of got bigger, and then it got really big in like a 2-day period, and then boom, and then it kind of like got solved. Strange.
But the cops, they were working the whole time. You know, that's a lot of times viewers like, what's taking so long? It's like, just relax. They're doing it behind the scenes. Just because they don't come out and announce every step that they're taking.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. Well,
My
hey, thanks
wife
for calling in.
home.
Johnny. All right. See you later. Have a good one. Have you guys watched Deliverance recently? Man, that movie is great no matter what year. You could watch that in 20 years and it's awesome. I just watched it recently. But anyways, if you're out there and you still want to help support the channel tonight, you guys, that'd be great. Maybe help make up the 30% on the other side. That'd be great. Yeah, here's God, that was just crazy. In the woods. But the whole thing was weird. Veronica's family should care for the children. Yeah, I think it's too much to let the children stay with a father whose mother killed the mother. Like you have these two children, and the father of the two children gets to keep the children because his mom killed the mother of the two children. That's just too much, even if Wrangler Rickman didn't have knowledge of it. What do you guys think? Yeah, Deliverance is sweet. No one else talking about that's how I found your channel. Yeah, now there are people talking about it. And a lot of the other channels, they see what we're doing and then they quickly start covering it too. And I don't know if they have better sort of organizational stuff, but they seem to be able to put it in places where they get more views. I don't know if they have, like these other. Maybe I need to do have Instagram and other places where, I don't know, a place where I say that I have a video that other people would see it. That's what I think some of these YouTubers and TikTokers think. They watch real YouTubers with information and they copy them. Yeah, I mean, I have this one YouTuber that copies just about everything that I do. And, he's got 70,000 subscribers. But every time I make a video, he makes one almost exactly the same and then treats it up and pretends that he came up with the ideas. It's wild. One is on the phone. I hate going out, but I have run out. All right, anybody else have any thoughts on this? Any questions, anything? We're getting down. We only have 1,320 watching now. We started off with 3,400. Just fading out, dwindling on. So hard on. Yeah. No, it's crazy, Michelle. It's absolutely wild. Oh. Stepmom, kind of like Harmony's stepmom, had everything to do with her death while having other kids. Her mom got the kids and she gets out very soon. Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were referring to up there, Zozo. Are all the people kin folks that helped? I don't know who those people are. Hopefully tomorrow in the press conference. Does anybody know when it's going to be tomorrow? I'll definitely do it on my show. Copies your shit. Yeah, no, he just absolutely, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's unreal. And he has no shame in doing it. That's the weird part. 10 a.m. Central. Wow, that's 8 my time? Ah, Jesus. You kidding me? That's ludicrous. There's a GoFundMe for the kids. You can look it up if you want. I might do a community post if people want to do it. Well, hook me up with some links, you guys, on Facebook, or email me, and then if I somehow am able to get up at that time, I'll do it. But that's crazy. Here the Tombleys were in debt. Oh, here we go, you guys. Here's an anonymous call that just came in because I turned off the blocking of anonymous. Hey, who's this? Who's this? Wow, who is this? Why are you calling on an anonymous number? No, but why are you calling on an anonymous number? I don't think so. I don't think so. It would be the same. Well, this is Colin, everybody. So what's going on, Colin? Are you going to be a troll tonight or just on every other night? Just curious.
No, man.
Okay. Let's see if you can get through it. Let's see if you can get through it. Okay. Hey, I'm not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Hello, Colin. You're on the show. We're doing a show now. Do you got something or?
Yeah, I'm hearing feedback.
Well, that's your end. You got to turn off the. Here, I'll move the mic away from my head. But you also, if you have the audio on, you'll hear something.
No, I was just curious. I know it's not what you're covering tonight, but what was your take on the? I thought it was kind of crappy, the Nikolai Miu thing when the prosecutors added the lesser charges.
Let's see. Which the lesser charges? Which one was that? The
guy that got turned by the teenage kids acting like nuts.
God, it's so weird. He said, "Oh yeah, Jesus, yeah." The guy in the water with the. Yeah, I thought it was pretty lame that they added those after, like, basically the case was over and they add the extra, like if you said Apple River. I mean, the name reminded me. It's weird. I get so tunnel focused on a new case so quickly, but yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. So I thought it was pretty lame, and then they chose those. They actually didn't give him first or second degree murder. They went right to the those other charges that they added later to give the jury an out. That's exactly what I thought that they were going to do.
Yeah, it's kind of bullcrap. They get through the whole trial and then they add them right at the end.
And I believe it was self-defense. Me
too.
I think the part that doesn't help him is that he pulled the knife out kind of clandestinely and had it kind of down low, but somebody shoved him in the water and punched him in the face before he used that knife on anybody. And he wasn't a maniac with the knife either. He was just sort of like jabbing with it. And amazingly, it did just so much damage. It was unbelievable. And it was, not even a big blade. But those kids should get some sort of punishment as well. I don't know, man. Somebody should charge them with something. That was just hideous, their behavior out there. They should be charged with assault. They were touching, they did. It's ridiculous,
Yeah, I was surprised when the jury came back quickly. I was like, oh man, how they acquit this guy? And yeah, like you said, he shouldn't have been kind of secretive about his knife, but the dude got thrown into the water, laughed, and it's too bad. So I was just curious I figured I knew what your thoughts were on the prosecutors adding all the secondary charges because they knew they got screwed, and so they had to add them. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got anything else, or? Yeah, I mean, I think he just got screwed, and he's gonna get like 40 years minimum. It's like 60 years and then 40 years if you have mitigating circumstances. I mean, he's already 50 something. He's not getting. He's not gonna get out of there. This sucks. I think it's bullshit. It makes me angry.
Yeah. No, I know that's why I wasn't trying to be off topic, but it's been bothering me. That case is.
Hey, I'm like a Swiss Army knife here. You know, we cover so many different cases. Sometimes they don't pop right. I know the name popped in my head, but the case just left me because my mind is so focused in on one right now. But yeah, we can talk about anything over here. So. Yeah, no, that's like I've got a concealed carry permit, and it makes me scared if I ever have to defend myself. I'm worried about getting in trouble. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, people would have if he had a gun and he held it up, people would have ran away from him. You know. I don't know. It bothered the hell out of me, that case. You know, I wasn't really sure at first, but then when I watched the whole thing over and over again, I was like, oh yeah, he had all these kids surrounding him, punching him, shoving him to the ground. You know, I think he was just defending himself. He had no obligation to leave when they told him to or anything like that at all. They went after him. They followed him, ridiculed, mocked him, called him all kinds of disgusting names, and you know, there should be some ramification, mitigating factors. If I was a judge, I would look at that stuff and give him go outside of the realm of the guidelines and give him something much lower, like 10 to 15. You know.
Yeah, I thought the judge might do that, but it also made me think about how the public thinks that there's no. And again, switching cases, but like you've mentioned, Brian Kober, everybody's thinking there's no way the Idaho 4 could be killed that fast, but this guy had these tiny little nicks with a pocket knife in
right, exactly
90 seconds and literally killed one.
Wasn't even 90 seconds. I think it was like that portion was probably like 30.
Right.
You know, like literally.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, exactly. It shows you, and everyone's like, there's no way one person. And guess what? In that case, you had two girls that were really intoxicated upstairs, and then probably other two people were intoxicated, and it was sleepy at 4 a.m. They weren't totally wide awake and, you know, doing things. Now, those kids have been drinking too, but they were, you know, up and aggressive and, you know, awake. So.
Yeah, I mean, even if you weren't drinking, you're just still in your house at 4:30, 4:15, whatever. But like single solitary man, right?
Yep. One single solitary man acting alone with dexterity. That's right. All right. Anyways, all right. Well, hey, Colin, thanks for calling in. That call went good. See, wasn't too bad.
All right, man. Well, hope you do good and good vibes for your wife making it back safely.
Yeah. That kind of sucked, that whole situation. But all right, man.
Well, all right. Oh.
Okay. See ya. Colin, the normal Colin tonight. All right. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate everybody being here. We got to the goal. We got the 500 sent off to the Abby and Libby Ballpark. We've already given 1,500 away this month so far. Not too bad, not too bad. Thank you to Jessica Schubach, Mag, Eugenie, who gifted 5 memberships, K. Me, Melissa B., Donna, Natalie from California. Melissa, Heather N., Linda Howell, as in Linda Moulden Howe of the Cattle Mutilations and Crop Circles. Salty Non-Such. George Leonard. Georgina Stoliker. Kathy Lucas, 12 months. Thank you. Kathy Friedenmaker, A Blank Slate. Andrew Spencer, Mama She 13, Kay Me, Annabella Roma, Kubi. Cora looks like Eileen Warnos. Free Bird Forever. Sandy McMasters. Then Annabella Roma gifted 5 memberships. Very kind, very kind. Jane Smith, 28 new members. Then Mag gifted 10 memberships. Then Corgi Mama, Alley Cake, Eugenie, Is She Says. Then Peter Linda Howell, Janet Drums, Osiris Stewart, Ozzy Trisha gifted a membership, Wendy Van Rokel, Trish Atwell, Claudia Dubauer, Osiris Stewart, This Account, Michelle, then Mag with a double cat eye, KR, Oddball, Salty Non-Such, Lisa Valenzuela, Simply Me, Brown Eyed Girl 714, Donna Aldridge, let's see, Ella Blue, and Trish Atwell. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Very cool. And then also we had Sweetbriar, Miss Angels, Miss Angels, and then also Lillian and WNC Granny from earlier on PayPal. So thank you. Awesome. Any last thoughts anybody has on this? I think it's great that they were found. At least they can be, buried or taken care of in that way by their loved ones. And 4 barbarians are never going to see the light of day again. At least I would think Tiffany for sure. The rest of them, maybe they'll get some. I don't know. I hope they all get life without parole, minimum. What are you talking about, truthfully? Did you already donate? Yeah, we gave it to the ballpark, yeah. Earlier. Who's Patricia? Who are you talking to? I don't see anybody with that name in here. Anyways. Alright, well anyways, thanks everybody for being here. If you hit that like button on the way out the door, if you haven't done it, we got 1,537 likes. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. I'll try to get up and do the press conference in the morning, but I can't guarantee anything. I mean, that's just my shows usually go late. I'm up and then go to sleep at like 1 or 2, and then getting up at we'll see if I can do it. I might use it should be pretty simple. I'll use a similar thumbnail. Just say press conference, something like that. I don't see anybody with that name. When you keep saying Patricia, who is that? I can't see them. Who are you talking to up here? And type in what you're looking for. Okay, I see your name now. Please, when your gifted membership ends in 30 days, be sure to renew. That's Paulette with a P. Huh? Yeah, so she has the P by herself. So can you tell me what you guys are talking about? News that happened in October. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it then. All right, you guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. And as I always say, and again, thank you all very much for your generosity and getting the goal taken care of, and us being able to send 500 into the Abby and Libby ballpark in the Abby and Libby murder case in Delphi, Indiana, from February 13th, 2017. And the trial's coming up here next month on the 13th. Okay, so thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there.
Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, thug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Greg is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a specter with a vector on his pector. With all respect,
yo, just remember,
I've a temper fucking check,
yo. I have no agenda, I'm a bartender, and I'll serve it to you straight without a blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya
on a mission to reveal the true offender.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, so we'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody.
Good night, Mary Lou, and good night the rest of you, okay? Have a great evening. And be safe out there.
Huh?
Be safe out there.
Huh?
I already said it. Oh, well, you okay? Never mind.
It's a house.